All right. Welcome everyone to our Discover Arbonne call. I am so excited to be with all of you. I'm Tammy Clinton, Independent Consultant, Executive National Vice President with Arbonne. And I will tell you, I will not apologize, not one bit, for my passion for this business. Many of you are on this call because someone thought so much of you to invite you to hear more about the business aspect of Arbonne. And that's what we're going to be covering today. And I'll tell you, the products are pretty amazing, no doubt. They get results and they are the best products in the whole marketplace. But I will tell you also that the business of Arbonne is truly what changes lives. So thank you so much for joining us today to learn a little bit more about our amazing company. This is going to be a chance actually for all of you to be able to learn a little bit more, gain more information, not only about Arbonne as a company, but about the people of Arbonne and about the industry. So you can kind of get all of your answers to your questions answered in this little short time period that we have together. It's going to allow you truly to make an informed decision about whether you say yes or you let this opportunity pass you by. So you will soon know by the time we end in about 25 minutes whether or not this is going to be a fit for you. So as we start this call, I want you to really know the whole entire story about the industry that we are a part of. We're health and wellness through and through. And Arbonne is actually a part of two multi-billion-dollar industries. In today's marketplace, many of you probably know personal care and cosmetics. It's a booming market. It's truly a booming market, $5.4 billion market. But then there's also the essential and the health and wellness industry side that is an $8.5 billion industry. So you've got these two different billion-dollar industries, but it's all wrapped up into one with one company, and it's called Arbonne. So we have two multi-million-dollar industries wrapped up in one, just to provide an opportunity for each of you. So because we both have personal care and we also have the health and wellness side, I want to share that, I don't know why that's doing that. I want to share that this is what we were founded on, is all health and wellness. So it's a great place to be in the marketplace to understand the importance of being a part of such an industry. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and dive in to the business model of Arbonne so that you guys can kind of see a little bit more of what we have to share with this business. So keep an open heart, open mind, and maybe, as you look through this, think about other people also that might have a need in their own lives. Everyone is different that comes into Arbonne. The screen that you see right here are all people that I know. They're all part of Arbonne, and they come from all different walks of life. We have people that are truly looking for retirement because they need a little extra supplemental income. Some people come into Arbonne because they need supplemental income just for every day, every month budgeting for hobbies and kids and college and all the different seasons of life. Some people come into Arbonne to say, hey, if I could sock away a little bit of vacation money, I could actually go on vacation with my family. And so they come into Arbonne just expecting to have that. Some people want replacement income. Some people want a career change. They're ready to do something different, something a little bit more fun. Maybe they want to get a part of the health and wellness industry. And some people really desire ownership. They want to be able to be their own boss and to schedule their life around their work. And some people, honestly, they come into Arbonne because they have a true business mind and they understand the brilliance behind a residual income. This is income that keeps on coming after you do the work one time. And this business, because it has a consumable product, does provide that for you. But whatever it is, whatever your reason is that kind of intrigues you about Arbonne, I want to tell you that it can be an answer for you. I actually began my story with Arbonne, my journey with Arbonne over 13 years ago. And I came into this business, and I fall right in one of those categories. I came into this business looking actually for replacement income. I had worked a career for over 12 years as an executive human resource director for a very large company in Norman. And the company actually sold to a New York firm, and over 850 people lost their jobs. And you guessed it, it was my job as the HR director to actually let those different individuals go. And that was a life-changing, aha, life-defining, whatever you want to call it. It was a moment in my life that I actually discovered the importance of having a plan B, because everybody that I had to terminate from that company, they all looked at me in different ways. Some were crying hysterically. Some of them were very depressed by the information. Some of them were screaming. Some of them were just quiet. I can recall some of them saying, what am I going to do now? Not having answers. And I changed their life in a 5-minute meeting with them to let them know that they no longer had a job with that company. And, that is the story of my journey. But, that happens around us all the time. If you have not been affected by not having job security, somebody that has been affected by a downsize or a termination layoff situation or a sale of a company. Job security is a thing of the past, and truly the thing that you can secure most is what you create in your own future. And so whenever Arbonne found me, it was actually in my son's school in the hallway when Martha McIntyre had 20 seconds of courage to slip me over a skincare sample. But that wasn't just it. She was offering the product, and I tried it that evening. She came by to pick up her son, but she was telling me, there is a business that you need to look at with this company. And I thought she was crazy, because I'm not a salesperson. I've never worked in sales. I'm not a marketing expert. I had not even had a degree at that point in any of those things. So I'm like, this is not a fit for me. There's nothing about what you're offering that even aligns to anything I've ever done or ever wanted to do. And I, though, did understand business well enough to know that I should at least look at it and see what it is. And that was when, she said you can make a 6-figure income. We have a white Mercedes that's part of our package, when you get to a certain level. I mean, she started rattling off all of these things that were very intriguing. But the best part was I could do all of that, but yet be more present in the life of my kids and my husband. Wow. That is what really excited me, because I had worked and I had made that kind of income and so forth in my corporate career, but I was giving up a whole lot of life to make that. And I was thinking, wow, this seems kind of a little too good to be true. But then in business, if you think about it, success leaves clues. And when you look around and there's clues of success, then you know that you too can do what they did to get what they get if you do what they did. And so she shared with me how the recipe of success works. It's a proven plan, and I jumped on board with both feet to create my own business with Arbonne, and I haven't looked back since. It's been one of the best decisions I've made for our business and for myself in a career direction. So let me tell you about the Arbonne story here. We are botanically based products, beauty, healthcare, health and wellness. We do have a generous compensation plan. We have cutting edge research and development. We're passionate about all of the people in Arbonne. A lot of people in Arbonne, they come into a business, but they really are getting a community of people that truly speak life into their life, and they become better. They become better people. I'm not the same person. I'm not the same girl that signed up with Arbonne 13 years ago. I have gotten better over the years and over the months of doing this business and learning and growing. We are a global opportunity. We're not just in the U.S. There's UK, Australia, Canada, and Poland and Taiwan. We have all these strategic plans of going all over the world, and we will be introducing countries all the time. We are very well known in our industry for having a very generous compensation plan. We do have an opportunity for a willable business at the second level of the business, and we do have the greatest, most experienced home office team there is with the most amazing credentials. We have a state-of-the-art distribution center and support centers scattered around so that it supports all of us. And one of the things that I have really loved about Arbonne is the integrity behind what they do, what they produce, what they say they're going to do. It all gets done. All of these things that I'm sharing with you in this business model were part of the plan when I started 13 years ago, is to roll out countries. That's integrity, folks. When you're hearing your company say they're going to do that and then they do that, that's integrity. And so that's been one of the greatest things about Arbonne is the culture and just the committed leadership and the integrity that backs it. So giving you some facts, guys, right here, I need to speak into your minds about the business aspect of this, because the industry facts will blow your mind. Okay, let's talk about some different industry that exist out there that we all know are booming industries, right? Well, we've got the NFL industry. What is that? That's a $9.5 billion industry. Pretty impressive. We've also got the music industry, and that's a $15 billion industry. We also have the video gaming industry. That's the way of the world, isn't it? $76 billion industry. And then we have the movie industry, which is an $88 billion industry. Then we have our industry, the industry of network marketing. And I am so proud to be a part of that industry. We are a $178 billion industry. Guys, I'm not going to be Peyton Manning. I'm not going to be Carrie Underwood, and I'm not going to be Angelina Jolie, and I'm not going to be somebody that games all the time, but I can be a part of an industry that's booming, and actually booming far more than those other industries, by just being a part of network marketing, just being an ordinary girl. So this industry is the only industry, guys, that accepts the backgrounds to come in to this business model, this industry, to build a future without experience, without high credentials, without talent. We come in on an equal playing ground. You are the determining factor in how much success you create. And I love that, because if you are a good follower and a good copycat, you will go to the very tippy top of Arbonne. You are the determining factor in full control of building your future. And I tell you what, I've seen it over and over again over the 13 years. I've seen ordinary people come in and they leave very extraordinary along their path journey. So it's an exciting thing to be a part of such a booming industry. So moving on, the product advantage. Many of you hopefully have tried our products. Our products are definitely unique. They're the combine of the best science and nature that exists around. We're part of the Swiss heritage, the European standard. We have the highest quality of ingredients. We never test on animals. We're certified in vegan, gluten, OU, kosher, and more. And there's more and more research and developments that are coming into this that are truly mind-blowing when it comes to the goodness and supreme quality of our products. The other thing is that we have a wide range of products, of consumable products. So if you get a client and they're like, oh, I don't wash my face, you can introduce them to the protein shakes, because maybe they're interested in something else. Or we've got 400 to 500 different products that people can choose from. And literally what I like to say is that we're a one-stop shop with all of your health and wellness and personal care products. I mean, you got skincare, you've got makeup, you got cosmetics, you've got sun care, you've got a detox C-Source line, which is a spa line. We've got hair care line. You know, it's just something for everybody. That's the best way to describe it. But also, it's something that every person has in their homes. and it's not luxury items. In other words, it's not going to be something that they buy just in case they have extra money. It's things that they've got to operate life with, brushing their teeth, shampooing and washing their bodies. All of these things are things that we introduce to homes, and we turn those expenses into income whenever people join the business of Arbonne. But we also are able to help people gain health in the process of using just everyday products, because we know how much toxins that are out there in every product, it seems. So let's talk about real quickly the Arbonne network marketing model. I know some of you maybe you don't know a great deal about this type of marketplace, what this all is, and how does this, how does this work? How does this work as an industry? What do I have to do? What do I do to create success? And so let me share with you a couple of things that I think you might find of interest. So let me see. All right, so we've got the manufacturing right here, and this is just a matter of distribution. We have a consumable product, so that means you've got repeat sales. We leverage our time because we try to build a team of people. And Arbonne stocks the products and they deliver them to your clients, so you don't even have to deliver them. And clients can order online. We're a business of the 21st century. So when you look at this different scenario right here, these three little arrows tells the tale. We are manufacturing Arbonne. They send it out to the consultant, and then it goes straight into the hands of the consumer. I love the simplicity of that, and I think you would see the brilliance in that as well. We don't have a lot of middleman right here in the middle collecting money. We're basically going from Arbonne and putting the money into the hands of the consultant, the people that are actually doing the business. So let's talk about now what that looks like as far as how does it start with you? What does that mean? Well, if today you decide this is something I have been praying for, this is something I need for my family, it starts, guys, for your business to start, it starts with you making a decision to say, yes, I'm in. I want this business. And then we basically get you started, and we have an easy 1, 2, 3 step that gets you started. One, you build, you go ahead and sign up for $79, and you get a business in a box. And in that box, you get a free website, you get samples, you get applications, order forms, catalogs, but you also get a future with that $79. I mean, when I got my kit, I was like, this is my future. And that's what you're getting. And in the free website, guys, that's amazing. The step 2 that you do is you just get the products that you need. There's no mandatory amount of products that you need, but I will tell you, your successful upline will tell you the packages you would like to have at your different presentations, so that we set you up for a great launch and a great success in getting started. But there's nothing mandatory, but you do get 50% off of those packages. It's a tax write-off, no inventory required, and no automatic drafts from your bank account each month, which is so cool. And then the third step to you getting started is pretty simple. We schedule you a launch, and we set those up to where you're learning while you're earning money. And we start, looking at who you know and who we can introduce the presentation to. And that's how we train you. It's very, very simple. Simple way to really get started strong and get on a strong path altogether. When we're at your launch, what happens is you start building your business. And people come to those different launches, as you see on the screen here, and then they start saying, I want to do this business with you, or I want to be one of your clients, and it just continues to grow, and it continues to grow. You will have a huge business off of the very first launches that you have. It's an amazing way to really see the benefits and how a network marketing works when we start networking into your launch and sorting out your different contacts into clients and into business builders. It is so cool. So this is my next favorite thing to tell you that really got my attention. This is the compensation of Arbonne. And it is definitely something that is seen as very lucrative in our industry. We have one of the best models for our income structure and compensation. It's very, very fair. I love that we only have 4 levels to the entire business. District managers, they're going to make anywhere from $250 all the way, to $950 a month, somewhere in that range. I mean, it's based on what your production is in that area. The second level is a willable business, and you can make anywhere from $950 to $3,400 at that level. These are different averages that you're seeing on the screen, but I'm going to give you the wide range for each of these levels. Regional vice presidents, they make about $3,400 all the way up to $10,000, $11,000 a month. And they get the white Mercedes, which is the company car. And then national vice presidents, the average income there is about $21,000 a month. So you can see with the different levels of income, there's truly a level, a number that you could name and go to work on for your family. You just name your number. Name your number. We give you a complete recipe for success to get that number, whatever that level of income is that you need, and then we set you up for great, great success in all of this. Now, I also want to tell you that it does pay to stay. In our industry, it has been proven that if you consistently work the plan over and over and over again, month after month, and you don't quit, you will be the percentage that gets to the tippy top of a business and an industry like this. So guys, I get the pleasure right now of getting to introduce all of you to one of my greatest business partners whom I love so much. She actually came to my very first launch that we've talked about tonight. She bought 0, and she wouldn't even host a get-together for me for a little while. But she kept her eye on the business, and within 6 months of me starting, she joined my business and has been a huge success and has an amazing story to share with all of you. So all of you, I'd like for you to meet Christine Cleveland.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Tammy, for that introduction. And everybody that's on here tonight, I want you to know I was just like you. I was like, Tammy had asked me and begged me to listen to a Discover, come with her to an event, do this business with her. And I had said no for a long time. But I want to tell you a little bit about why. I have 4 children. They are my entire life. Everybody that knows me knows that they are my God, and then my husband, and then my children. And my whole life revolves around them. And a lot of people they see the outside of me and they see certain things, but they don't know really the real reasons why I decided to do this business. I have been married for 27 years to the love of my life, but it's not always been easy. It's been hard. He had a company with his family. And so when Arbonne came to me, it came to me in skincare. We didn't have nutritionals then. And so I went to Tammy's event and I left. And later she came over and gave me a sample because I think she was like, what in the world? You came to my thing. You're my best friend. You didn't buy anything. And I left. And so some of you may be going through that same thing, and that may have happened to you, or that may happen to you, and it probably will happen to you. But I tried the sample, and it lasted several days. But I remember the very first day after I'd used it, I was like, oh my gosh, I was getting to that point where I was starting to age, and my kids were giving me gray hair and causing wrinkles on my face, but the skincare worked. And I didn't listen to anything at the event. Nothing. Not one thing. And so she begged me and begged me. So I want you to know, some people just tune us out. So You may be tuning me out. Don't tune me out right now, because I have a story to tell you that is so crucial. Tammy begged me to do this business with her. I said no. 7 months, Tammy, let me correct you. 7. I said, no, I'm not doing this. I'm a mom. I stay home with my kids, and I want to be there for them. I am their homeroom mom. I take them to school. I pick them up. If they call me in the middle of the day and say they forgot their shorts or their shoes, their gym shoes or their cleats, I was the mom that ran that to my kids. And my other friends were like, why are you doing that? But that was what I desired so much. And so Tammy finally said, you're going to this event, and it's on a Friday night. And I went to it, and it actually was a car presentation. I had no idea what I was going to. But I went to this event, and I sat by Martha McIntyre, and she shared some things with me. And I watched as a young girl that was 28 years old, I think at the time, Stephanie Fisher. She got her white Mercedes. And she talked about her story. And I went home that night, and I seriously woke up in a dead sweat. And I thought, what if something happens to my husband? What if something happens to the income he has? Where will we be in 1 month, 2 months? And what does our life look like in 5 years? All those things were running through my head. And I will tell you the main thing was, what will happen to me and my kids if something happens to my husband? That was the same thing, because I thought, I'm going to be my mom. I'm going to be where my mom was. And it makes me tear up and it makes me cry. But you guys, I'm going to tell you, I grew up with a single parent. My mom, I'm an only child, so it's just me and my mom. We don't have anybody else. We have nobody else to call on or anything. And so we did it alone all through my childhood growing up. We did it all by ourselves. And I can remember being a latchkey kid, if you guys can remember that, if any of y'all are old enough. But I came home from school even at the age of 8, and I would stay by myself. And my mom would come home. She would fix dinner, grab a TV tray, a TV dinner, pop it in the oven, pull it out, and that's what I would eat. And then she would leave to go to her second job. That was my life. I didn't want that for my kids. And I thought, life is hard. Things happen, and God brings things to us for certain reasons. So I decided to do this business, and I called Tammy that next day, and I said, I don't want what happened to my mom to happen to me, and I can't predict that. You guys, my husband immediately said, Christine, do you know that this is the type of business everyone should be in? Because the middleman will always be removed. Our company, after I started doing Arbonne, our company actually got hit in the economy. We were the middleman. We had the relationships with all the big mass merchants, Sam's, Walmart, everybody. We had the relationship. But we got cut out after that. Our business was 36 years old. We went from 25 employees to 0 today. We actually have 1 at one of our companies. 1. That's hard. Where in the world would I have been if I said no to Arbonne? So I want you to think about that. This business, it's hard, but I have a college degree, and I didn't use it at all. I have an art degree, and I did not do one thing with it. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars, but I will tell you, this business has given me so much more. The friendships, all these people that are on here, several of you I know and I love, but I wasn't looking for a bicycle, and I want you to understand that. I was working not just for the white Mercedes either. I was working to have income. I was working for food on the table. I was working for college degrees to pay for my kids to go to college tuition. I'm working for vacations for my family, and that's what this business has given me. And guess what? I got to stay home while doing it. So I got all those privileges, and the things that really mattered most to me, my priorities, I got to keep those my priorities. And I think that's the biggest thing that you're going to get with Arbonne, is that whatever it is your priority, you're going to do it that way. And you can work your business hard all around all those priorities and in and out of your life. And so I challenge you to think about that. Where do you want to be? Where will you be in 5 years? So I challenge you, and I really think on here. Thanks, Tammy, for letting me share. And you guys, You need to think twice. Don't be a no, no, no person like I was for so long.
Great. Thank you so much, Christine. I love you. Mwah.
I love you too.
This was it's an amazing thing to see the differences. I mean, I worked in corporate. Christine is a mom. We're very different, but we both have the same desires. And Plan Bs, everybody needs them. It doesn't matter how successful you are today.
Smash some black beans and tried together.
Things happen for sure.
I'm a problem solver.
All right, guys. So as we kind of close out and finalize our time together, there's a couple of ways that you can be a part of Arbonne. Obviously, you can make commission and do this as a business like all of us. A lot of the consultants are that are on this call tonight. Or you can switch your products to a healthy product and save money by being a discount membership for the year. So whatever it is, we can definitely take care of that for you as well. You get to decide, though, what it is that you want for your life. And I want to encourage each of you to dream a little bit bigger and think about, where are you going to be over the next years to come? Are you okay with what you see in the next 5 years? Because where you are today is because of choices that you've made up to this point. So what do you want to change? What do you want to do to maybe kick off your 2017 in a different direction, in a better direction that can yield you so much for your future? Because tonight, when you say yes to Arbonne, what that means to you is you've said yes to a better life, a better future. And we would love to have you to be a part of the Arbonne family. Thank you guys so very much for joining us this evening. And I hope that you will take the time to get with the person that invited you to the call to let them know what you thought and what are some of the questions you have, so that we can make sure that we help you to get all of those answered. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you spending a little bit of it with us tonight. And again, thank you, Christine, for joining me. And we hope that all of you have a wonderful rest of your evening. God bless you all. Thank you very much.